What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Box Office Banter, number 50 to be exact. Skrrr! Hang on a second. It's actually episode 49, and the Damian Maffei interview that is coming out on Friday is episode 50. And let me go ahead and tell you, we're working with a new software, and this is the first time I've kind of overlooked it by myself. I could not figure out for the life of me how to do us in a side-by-side, so we ended up just looking at Damian Maffei's beautiful face the entire interview, and you just kind of hear us come in with our questions. So enjoy that, and even though it says episode 49 at the bottom, that'll actually be episode 50. This is episode 49, and we're here to talk some news and other movie stuff as our new thing that we do on the show about midweek, where we just chat it up about movies. We don't really have a structure. We're not going in depth on reviews necessarily, and we'll just give you updated movie news and talk about random things about movies, almost in the form of Monday Mayhem, but more strictly movie related. So without further ado on that regard, why don't you just jump into some news, sir, since I know you got some news over there.
So I'm not unprepared because I got
this motherfucker.
Hang on, he kind of was because his mic was off.
No,
that's what I did.
bro.
That's what I did at the beginning was turned your mic back on.
No, but this is hilarious though for like the viewer though, especially. And I didn't even think about it. You're like, so I'm not unprepared. Like you used to Rodney not even having a slither of paper. And he's over there like, so I'm not unprepared. I have my own fucking computer basically that I go through. Like, he makes us look so unprepared right now.
That's right.
That's a weird dynamic we have going on right now.
It's a twist ending.
Or a beginning.
So, for news, we got a bunch of news to cover.
Do we?
We're going to start it off easy with the Mortal Kombat. As excited as we all were to see it on April 16th, it is being moved 1 week back. So, April 23rd.
Only 1 week, though. Because when I saw that article... Like, because you know it doesn't say 1 week in the article. It says Mortal Kombat push back again. I almost legit.
You're thinking it's a lot longer.
Face planted. I was like, I'm done. It's never coming out. Like, I was heated. And then I was like, oh, 1 week. After everything I've been through, that doesn't sound bad at all. It already isn't that bad, but it's especially not bad after all we've been through with this fucking movie, dude.
Is there a strategic reason why it was only 1 week?
So I think the reason it got moved back a week is for subscription-based reasons. So
It's
most people's
subscriptions. Yes.
Most people's subscriptions would end at the end of the month around the time Mortal Kombat would be coming out on the 22nd or 23rd or whatever. So I'm guessing their strategy is they're moving it so that people can resubscribe to watch Mortal Kombat because people are going to be like, oh, well, there's nothing else on here to watch. I'm going to go on and cancel my membership. But with Mortal Kombat the next day or right around the corner, they're going to want to keep it. So I think it's smart.
Big brain moves.
Yeah, and we ain't even going to be watching that shit on no HBO Max.
We're seeing it in
That's
IMAX.
IMAX first row, baby.
That's right. We are seeing it first row for sure.
It's got to be, dude. I'm telling you, that IMAX first row is underrated.
Yeah.
People think they're like, I already have a hard time stretching my neck in the regular theater. I'm going to go to the IMAX, dude. I'm going to be fucked. I'm going to be like this the whole time. But they back it up a few rows. The first row in IMAX is sneaky, possibly the best place in the whole house. And a lot of people avoid it.
Okay.
I like middle is where I'm at. But I mean, I'll do front row for like
front row. IMAX is better than front row.
Oh, for absolutely, all day. Yeah, the front row in regular theaters is
I'd
trash.
be front row in the two wheelchair seats if I could. That's my go-to. One's fake to injury to just get those spots.
Other news, we got The Witcher Season 2 is officially wrapped.
I still haven't seen Season 1.
You need to get on that. Witcher Season 1 is amazing.
I purposely have been putting it off until the next season comes out because I was going to fly through it. I know it. And then just be sitting there waiting for Season 2. So I purposely have not watched Season 1.
That's smart because I didn't know how I was going to feel about it when I first watched it, but I ended up, me and Jamie ran through it like it was.
I heard it's kind of confusing at the start.
I wouldn't say it's confusing. There's a lot to take in.
Gotcha.
But
so you have to pay attention. You can't be on your phone.
Definitely pay
That's
attention.
probably why they thought it was confusing.
Yeah. People who want to watch it for action and tits and everything because
Is there both of those things in it?
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm in. I'm just playing. Don't you love those people though? It's got action and boobs.
Count me in.
Can't be too bad. It's like, dude, like, is that what you're focusing on when you're going into movies? Okay, granted, maybe I do that sometimes too, but not to the extent some people do. Like, there's literally people I talk to about movies, and I'll be like, doesn't that sound great? And after that long spiel of how I laid it out perfectly, or at least felt like I did, they're like, does it have tits in it though? Like, I don't think so.
That will make or break a movie.
Yeah, and they're just like, I'm out. They're dead ass serious. Have you seen these people? Because I come across them all the time.
Yeah. They're all over the place.
There's no boobs. Is there a decapitation?
The most people I run into are the ones that have to have like huge set piece action. So like if I'm talking to them about like a movie like Black Bear or like the Dark Divide, they're just like, no, I'm not gonna watch that 'cause there's no explosions and no fucking, there's no big set pieces. It's just like, that's not what they're all, about. But
no, when you have less action scenes, it's usually a better movie because there's those build-up moments that make the action scenes pay off, and you feel in the action scenes. Just tell them to.
It's all subjective. All film is subjective.
And sometimes you're an idiot. But
all right, so other news. Russell Crowe,
the
Gladiator himself, is cast in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Really? Yeah. I did not know this, actually.
I'm assuming it's going to be a small role.
Probably will.
It's probably going to be like the type of role Matt Damon took in the Ragnarok.
Don't do it.
They were, they were doing the
every time.
Yeah, him and Loki.
Yeah,
well, he was Loki. Yeah, he was Loki. Yeah, that shit. Is
Melissa
crazy.
McCarthy's also another one that's in it.
I'm sorry. Sorry about the pause. My brother walked in the door, and I thought he was here, and everybody that was supposed to be here is accounted for. So I was like, it's either Tyler coming back from vacation early, or we were about to get robbed. Okay, well, have a good day. Anyways, what were you saying?
So yeah, Russell Crowe's going to be in Thor: Love and Thunder. We're not sure how big of a role it is.
Yeah.
It's a role. I'm excited to see him in Thor.
It's borderline a biscuit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just a biscuit.
Yeah.
Prediction: he'll be killed in the movie.
I was waiting for like nobody to understand that, and then, I'm not sure if you still.
I have no idea what that means.
I was wondering if you were playing it off. Think about what you said. It's a roll. And I said it's borderline a biscuit.
An undercooked biscuit.
It's supposed to be one of those things like a dude's dumb and then it's over. But since you didn't get it, I was like, this motherfucker's totally just acting like he understands what I'm saying, ain't he? Pretty sure it's a fake laugh too. Damn, let's just bust them all out.
That was it. That was the fakest.
Anyways, enough about his biscuits.
So, the week of April 5th, for all of you Friendians out there, April 5th week is a start date for the Friends Reunion special.
I didn't know if this was people that are friendly with Indians or if this is like a Friends update.
They do associate themselves.
Both.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, so I love Friends. I'm a huge fan of Friends. And
me too. Like us three and even Tyler. I know, hard to believe. Friends.
It's a great show.
It. Oh, we're talking about the
near perfect show. And they started this like last year. They were supposed to start production on it, and it was supposed to come out like March of this year. But because of COVID, everything got pushed back. COVID. He's a real asshole.
That's not what you said. You said
Cobra.
Commander. Or Sylvester Stallone and Cobra.
It could be Cobra Kai.
Okay.
But that show sucks.
Really?
It's fucking terrible.
Dude, everybody loves that show.
I know.
I haven't even watched it. You heard it
From
here.
Friends to Cobra Kai.
Dude, well, for you and me, the martial art pioneers that we are, dude, this show is like awful.
Well, then again, Karate Kid, though, wasn't like the best martial arts.
Yeah, but Jackie Chan.
But it had, not the remake. How do you go to that one? Really? It's
so bad.
Like the amazing Karate Kid series, and you're like, yeah, but Jackie Chan's in it. Like, that's how I just don't like Karate Kid. Is that what you're telling me right now?
No, I don't like the new one. I just like Jackie Chan.
No, I actually like the new one, but I'm saying the older ones. Did you enjoy the older ones?
Fuck yeah.
And the fighting wasn't great in those,
well, no,
technically, but it has a lot of heart. It has a lot of heart in it.
This is a new series that just dropped, though, like 2-3 years ago.
All right, back to your Friends.
They don't know how to fight.
The news we were talking about.
Yeah, but this is random movie talk.
So Friends is starting their reunion special, and it's going to release sometime probably this year, at the end of this year. So, if not early next year, I'm super hyped for
Who's your favorite Friends character?
Dude, I always go to Joey.
Same.
But I swear to God, the more I watch Friends, because Friends is like one of those shows that I like go to sleep to. So
Now it's
I,
Ross.
Like, run it back and everything. No,
Jesus.
it was never Ross. I like Ross, but it was never Ross. It was more Chandler, dude.
Chandler,
like his
dude,
sarcasm was just on point. Like the
Same.
whole series, I love it.
I was
it's
always
like Joey
torn
and Chandler.
between them two.
Yeah,
Same.
and of course
They complete each
Jennifer
other.
Aniston, dude, fire in that whole series. And then I like Paul Rudd coming in as the temporary boyfriend for a little bit. That was pretty cool.
Hey, Van Damme was in a Friends episode. Fun fact.
Was he?
Yeah, he dated. I can't remember. I think he
Wasn't
might.
it?
I think he like dated.
Courtney Cox's character.
I can't remember if it was Jennifer Aniston or her. It might have been her. Yeah, she. It was just
I
for
don't
like an
remember.
episode. It was like a cameo type deal, or not cameo, but I guess you call it a cameo. He was like important in one episode.
Well, shit. So yeah, Friends. Hell yeah.
Friends.
Hell yeah.
How many of us have them?
All right,
Friends.
so this one we won't have to talk too much about.
Ones we can.
James Wan's Aquaman, if you all have seen it, is a beautiful movie.
Haven't heard of it.
The spin-off called The Trench. James Wan was working on a spin-off of the Aquaman movie called The Trench, dealing
Wait
with the
to hear
trench
this.
creatures, and it got canceled.
Well, fuck.
It got canceled. Ava DuVernay's New Gods, which is like a follow-up to Zack Snyder's Justice League, also got canceled because the New Gods involved Darkseid and all them. So it's that's gone. So the New Gods thing, I was like, cool, I'll watch it. But I was really intrigued by the idea of a trench movie, and now it's gone.
Why did it get canceled?
Could have been interesting.
They just kind of went their separate ways on it.
Gotcha.
I guess there wasn't enough of a
Story
want,
there? Or a want?
want for it. Yeah, because the news has been out for like a year that they were thinking about doing that, and there just wasn't enough people that were like, yay.
Gotcha.
Shit, I was like, yay.
Let's
I
sign
guess
a
I'm not
petition.
enough people.
Yeah, I know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, get the what's it called, cut going, the trench cut.
Dude.
So
Trench cuts. I think I had that haircut when I was younger. If I remember.
all right,
We had mullets. Remember our mullets?
Oh, yeah, dude. We did
Me
have
and
some.
Brandon rocked mullets together.
mullets are, dude, they're coming back
They
in
are.
Shepherdsville.
Me and
Who
Brandon
has
might-
the best movie mullet, though?
Oh, Danny McBride, he's pounding down.
You think
Not
so?
a movie, but a show.
See?
Yeah.
It all comes back to Van Damme, dog.
Oh God.
Think about Hard Target, though.
Let me hang on.
We got to think about Hard Target. And I actually go action star. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of who I think about.
Or Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah,
he
Mel
rocked
Gibson,
the shit out
for
of
sure.
a mullet.
Look up. Oh yeah,
Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse.
yeah. Kiefer
Jean-Claude
Sutherland.
Van Damme in
Yeah,
Hard
let's
Target.
get a picture of that Van Damme mullet.
Kurt Russell. in Big
Russell
Trouble.
is
If you
naturally
all
had it.
watching will look to the over there by Josh, you'll see a picture of
Yeah,
each
that's the
person we're
Van
talking
Damme
about.
mullet, dude. I mean, it was large and in charge. It was like all greasy. It's basically the fucking Kenny Powers mullet, except more epic and bigger.
Oh, wow, it's a picture.
Kenny
Oh,
Powers
so-
mullet though, and he's rocking it in like new age days, not like the 80s.
Oh yeah, I mean that takes some swagger. Yeah, oh
Chuck
Chuck
Norris
Norris
and
and
the
the Hitman. I got that flick
Ooh,
over there.
doesn't Danny McBride carry a
Ooh,
mullet in the Foot
Dolph
Fist way?
Lundgren. I don't think so, actually.
Is it not a mullet in that?
No, short.
Or am I thinking Arizona?
Arizona, no, neither.
What
You're
does
just
he
wrong
have?
all
Who?
around.
What?
Danny McBride had a mullet in a movie though. I'm trying to think. Oh, was it? No,
The
it wasn't
sh-
Tropic Thunder. And
I think he might have had it in Tropic
I don't
Thunder.
think it was-
No,
I
I,
think
know
it
what
was-
you're talking about. The armadillo.
The armadillo.
The
Land
dude.
of the Lost.
No, he didn't have it in
Hang
there. I think he had it in Tropic Thunder. I think that's the closest thing to a mullet he's had is in Tropic Thunder. Now I might be
I'll let you
forgetting
look it
about
up.
a movie, but I can go ahead and tell you it wasn't in Arizona and it wasn't in Foot Fist Way. Tropic Thunder, I'm pretty sure, is the closest thing to a mullet he's had in a movie that I can think of off the top.
You're not thinking of Eastbound and Down, right?
No, because we already said that.
Okay, I was away at that point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, was it Hot Rod?
No, dude,
No,
look.
no, no.
Yeah, he does have a mullet thing going on there.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
See, I'm pretty sure it's what you're thinking.
What's
It's Tropic Thunder, dude.
he was in another movie about a car, but I can't think of the name.
Yeah, dude. If that ain't a mullet, I don't know what it is. It's a mullet with the shades.
Mullet.
That's the only one I can think of. It wasn't with a car.
Was it?
I don't even remember him being in a movie.
Was he in Dukes of Hazzard for a split second?
Maybe.
I think he has a mullet in that. And
forever.
the one dude, the bald dude,
that would make sense.
Had like an armadillo or something. Is that what you're thinking of, Rodney?
And that would make sense.
No, I think I was thinking of Tropic Thunder because when he showed me the picture of the mullet,
it clicked.
It clicked.
Yeah, that's the only one I think of. Anyways, enough
By
about
the way, side
mullets.
note, if y'all haven't watched Invisible on Amazon Prime, do that. It's amazing. So we have two more news articles. This one's pretty cool. The Last of Us, the huge video games series. The HBO series is going to start filming in Calgary, Canada, July 5th. And
is that a real place?
Yeah, I actually looked it up.
Okay, man, you were like Calgary. Come on, now.
Well, because I didn't know at first, and I had to look it up, and I was like, okay,
I'm
so
just
Canada.
messing around. I figured.
So, but they're gonna do a year-long filming schedule for one season of The Last of Us.
A year?
So they're starting filming July 5th, and they're not stopping until June 8th. That's which means this show won't even come out till 2023.
So it's not even worth talking about.
Well, it is because
it's going to be forever. We'll come back to it.
The best part about, or the weirdest part about this that intrigues me is the fact that Pedro Pascal signed it's a first position deal with HBO, which means
you raped her.
This show has full priority over any other show or movie that he does, including The Mandalorian season 3. Which is like the biggest show, So I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna make that Last of Us priority over Mandalorian.
Well, have they released what the show is going to be about? Is it following the game, or are they?
Oh, it's gonna start with
where the game
Ellie
ends
and everything.
I haven't played the game
from the first game,
so it's going to be based off of that.
I'm pretty sure what they're doing is because each season is going to be like the first season is probably going to be the first half of the game. Second season will be the second half, and then the third season will be second game or whatever.
That'll be dope.
Just to expand it out.
Yeah. Rodney, I'm not going to lie to you. I've been like very entranced, not in your talking when I've been looking at you. It's been how many like beard hairs are going to stick out of your mic.
Dude, yeah, you ain't
Dude, all the time. That's what I notice all the time.
He's always like, it just goes down, he lifts up.
Yours does it too sometimes.
I bet it does, dude. So you've already been looking at this.
I stare at him.
Okay, that's the first time. Normally, if I have the huge beard, I guess Rodney kind of is growing his out now.
Oh, I'm growing out just the goatee here.
That's
like
crazy.
I'm gonna keep shaving the sides and everything and trimming this up, but I'm gonna see how long I can get this.
Yeah,
I want to braid it.
I get tired of this. I think I could braid it.
Oh, it gets old, especially when it comes to eating food like pasta and ice cream.
Oh yeah, dude. Or when you want to lick the bowl afterwards and it gets in your beard, it makes it difficult.
It's awful, especially like with pasta. Like you get that real good, fork twirl on it, and you go to get it, and then all that shit just gets caught up in your beard.
Wait, are we really talking about eating pasta, or are we eating something else?
Pasta, spaghetti.
Oh, I didn't know if you were like talking about. Okay.
Oh, dude, and this dude loves his lasagna. Yeah, dude, I know how that is, man. Sometimes
Eating
this
your
shit
tacos,
gets so big a bird might fucking fly. How about would that be mid-podcast?
Probably is a bird nest in it. One day, just a bald eagle comes out.
Unbelievable.
All right, to the last news article. This is the big one. Is Netflix just bought the rights for Knives Out 2 and 3? And if y'all have seen the first Knives Out, you know how incredible it is.
It's amazing. I thought I had it figured out for like a little over the first half. I'm like, I got it. Ah, damn it, I don't got it. I think I fared better than probably the average viewer. At least that's what I like to think. So,
so they bought. This is just the rights that they bought. This isn't production. This isn't anything. This is literally Netflix just bought the okay to take over Knives Out 2 and 3, which means they have to come up with the extra money to actually make the production happen, which is probably going to be because in 2019 when Knives Out came out, they were on a $40 million budget. And they brought home $330 million, which is a hell of a profit, even with marketing costs. And
I was
shit
actually
like that.
shocked so many people went to see that.
Oh yeah,
movie. I was like, damn, dude. I don't know if it's word of mouth is that good, which it was, but to that extent, like it just doesn't seem like a movie that would just
have that draw.
Yeah, like more of an indie kind of thing.
Even if it's that good, like still, like it's amazing how many people I talk to, even like older people, like maybe I work with, where I'm like, they're not going to see that movie. Like, I saw Knives Out last week, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
dude? Everyone's seeing this movie.
It got a few Oscar nods too. I mean, I'm pretty sure Best Director and Picture. And
it's
I know
weird you brought this up because I legit just a couple days ago was thinking to myself, I was like, I probably need to watch that again. It's been a little bit because it cracked my top 10. Which and it was again.
Which we were just talking.
We were talking about that was that's probably my favorite movie for cinema ever. The whole time 2019 was going on, and it was churning out movies like Knives Out, The Irishman, Haunt, which I just talked about, which is a little lesser known, that Damian Matthews in, and Midsommar, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like, I found myself just like, you're in the moment, but it became so overwhelming to where I look back at all the other years and I was like, I think this, like, I have movies that are down at like 25 that I'm like, this should be in my top 10. Like, it was, that year was incredible. And it only makes sense. It only makes more sense to me that it was that incredible because it prepared us for 2020, which was the worst year in cinema.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, we did get Pieces of a Woman and or no, that was this year.
Yeah, that was this year.
Holy shit, yeah.
We didn't get anything,
sucked.
dude. Yeah.
What did we get? New Mutants and Tenet. I mean, Tenet.
And I'm not a big fan
Tenet's
of Tenet.
not amazing.
I was disappointed
it's
in it.
It's great. It's not amazing.
Yeah, so guess what, guys? How we've been talking about Avengers and all that shit, and I'm rewatching them. Finally got the end game, and Aida did not like it. I was kind of stunned. I was like, damn. She's not only did she not like it, she went as far to say, she's like, I think this is the worst one. I was like,
of the whole MCU?
Yeah.
She's like, she crossed the line there.
I think she was she was talking about how hyped up it was.
That makes more sense compared to the hype, maybe.
Yeah, maybe she got caught in that moment, but I was like little things were happening. Like, you know, spoiler alert, if you still haven't seen Endgame for some reason.
For some reason.
Like when old Scarlett Johansson went over the cliff when, you know, I don't know why I'm mixing character names with actor names. Yeah, I know, but I was going to say Hawkeye, but I was like, that's weird how I did that. Yeah, I know, but it's weird how I did that. I said Scarlett Johansson, then went to Hawkeye, but whatever. Yeah, but when he was supposed to be me, like, it seemed like she didn't even care that Black Widow died.
Yeah,
I was like,
of course we're going to care more that Black Widow died. She didn't even get the proper
funeral that Tony Stark got.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, she wasn't even like...
It's like nobody gave a shit.
It's like, oh yeah, Black Widow too.
Well, I mean, they had the moment, like, where they were sitting there like, it just ain't right, and Hulk, like, through a fucking, what was it? Through like a door or some shit. Yeah, that's what it was.
It was a whole bench.
Damn, Hulk can bench.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it, like, she didn't seem to care. And then when Tony Stark died, it was like, yeah. I mean, I felt like a little something from her. Like, you know, you can like feel vibes in the room, but it just...
No tears, though?
No tears. No new friends.
What about Cap?
Well... Marvel Universe
about
is
Cap
like
either, and that's her favorite character.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
too.
it didn't seem to click any of it. She's like, it's just boring. Like, that's all she kept saying was it was boring.
Oh, I wouldn't call it boring.
Yeah, I don't know.
I definitely like Infinity War more.
Way better.
Yeah,
way better.
Shit. Well, we already said it. Infinity War. Every time I'm like, we're gonna have a Marvel ranking?
We can, but like that's just you don't know how far it is. Just I do like Infinity War.
Yeah, and then it comes to the top 5. It's like shit.
My top
both
2.
of these are in there. Damn it. Yeah, but I'll forget by then. Everybody's like typing, like, no. I remember when distinctively all 3 of you said Infinity War is better. That or they call us on the shit. Why is Endgame better to you now, Brandon? But yeah, Infinity War, I agree.
Yeah.
I wish it would have ended that way. And that's my problem with the MCU. I have 2 big problems with the MCU. Is villains. I think most of their villains are trash.
Except Killmonger.
And now Killmonger I even think's overrated. I like him, but people act like... I feel like it's just the fact that they finally have a good villain in there, that they overhype him. I don't think Killmonger's bad, but it's like, yeah, he's quality, but is he great? He's all right. Everybody, compared to everybody else, yeah, pretty damn great. And the second thing is just Supernatural has this same problem, and I think that's why it became to wear on me over the years for you Supernatural fans out there, is there's no definitiveness. Like, as soon as someone dies, there's that implanted fucking thing in the back of your mind, like, they're coming back. There's not enough stakes. That's the word you need for it.
The Marvel fake death universe.
Yeah, and like... the biggest, I don't even want to go into that because now I'm talking about rankings and shit. I have a big problem with one of the movies because of that, and that's where it kind of set in. Like, this is the whole fucking universe is gonna be like this. Like, I would have loved it, even though I lost some of my favorite characters, if in Infinity War it actually just fucking happened, dude. Endgame would have been so much more epic knowing that. But of course, instead of it being like, oh, like, I'm a gullible audience member. Wow, they actually came back. In my mind, as soon as Infinity War happened, I was like, they're coming back, dude. Come on. You shouldn't have that. Once you have that, the stakes and the deaths, they're not as legit. Even Iron Man and Black Widow, I'm like, they're going to come back. Like, you feel like there's going to be something down the road, unless they absolutely have to, which, of course, Robert Downey Jr. has talked about not coming back. So you kind of got to lay that one to rest. It's just, you wish they'd lay it to rest. Just lay it to rest, MCU. Jesus.
Money.
Those two things, just, there's something about not having balls to do death scenes that just irks me more than anything in movies. But yeah, she did not like Endgame that much. Regardless.
It's okay.
So,
Y'all seen any movies this week?
We have, actually. I think we
did we go to the movies?
Did we?
We made it back to the theater,
Yesterday.
guys. And including Tyler, by the way. Tyler's not here, as we talked about on Monday Mayhem. But, yeah, it's just us three now, but Tyler was there as well. He had to go on a vacation, as you know.
Had to go. Like how
Yeah, he had to.
He
had to, okay?
Go.
He had to. But, yeah, we all went to the movie theater, which was crazy for me. Rodney, I think even through the pandemic, Rodney was finding a way to see at least 5 movies a week. I don't know how he was doing it. They're like, sir, the theater is shut down. I am an A-list. And he just like would creep in through the back or something. I don't know what he did. He still saw every movie that came out in theater. Even though there was no movies coming out, he found a way. He had him run like an old fucking copy of, I don't know, fucking Forrest Gump. He found a way. He's
National
like,
treasure.
Find a reel.
Yeah, just running back right now.
Man, they were like, find a
No,
real
actually, the
life.
last movie I saw in theaters before Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh, that's what we saw.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't even
Godzilla
see it.
vs. Kong.
Yeah, but if they were keeping up with us, which they probably weren't, but if you were,
But Tenet was the last one. I seen I seen Tenet twice in IMAX, but New Mutants once. So Tenet was the last one that I saw in theaters, which was August.
How long had it been for you? Actually, I'll go first because it was probably less time in between for me. But even then, it was still over a year, just over a year. I saw Bad Boys 3, obviously, had to be there. Boom, right away.
Damn, that was a while ago.
And that was like January. I think it was late January. I think it was January 22nd, something. So it was like a year and 2 months since I've been in the theater.
I don't remember. I know.
I can't even remember it.
The last movie I can remember going to see was Endgame.
Okay, so 2019.
And I remember you didn't like that movie.
No, that was your wife.
I'm just playing. That's just like it all comes back to Endgame.
Yeah, I think that was the last movie I saw.
Tyler, what about you?
He said A Quiet Place.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he said.
That's 2018.
That's what he said.
Or 16, actually, isn't it?
Was it
6?
No,
I'm
18.
gonna
It was 18. Yeah,
I'm gonna go
2018.
17 at earliest. Yeah,
Quiet
maybe
Place.
18. I'm gonna go 18 as well. I think it was 18. Let me think. Yeah, I'm almost positive.
Yeah,
it was
I think it was
18.
18 too. I think so.
But yeah, it was really weird to me. I was kind of talking about this before we jumped on the show, like going from the IMAX theater to my TV. And I have a big fucking TV. It might not be Tyler's TV, but I got a 75-inch TV. And I'm watching this shit. And it's weird. You'd be like, well, why? You could separate that before. But I think the reason I was able to separate it before is because movie going was always in like somewhat of a rotation. I didn't go like this fucking guy. But say I went like even every 2 months, like it's still built into my subconscious, like, okay, big screen, now I'm going home, this is normal. So that year and a couple months off like had me feeling like, good Lord, my TV is so small. It's like my brain couldn't jump into that subconscious mode where I would normally be like, now we're at home. Like that became TVs for me while I was there. And it kind of fucked up my viewing experience. I even turned over to IE Day, my wife. I was like, might have to get a 105-inch actually. The 85 ain't going to work. And she's like, what?
Get that projector.
Yeah, like dude, it looked tiny. It was fucking throwing me off. I was like, why? Because we were watching Endgame. I was like, what the fuck? Like, is this too small to you? Jesus, dude. Yeah.
Well, I know whenever we get our forever home or whatever, and I get my theater set up, I'm going to have a 300-inch projection going on.
300-inch.
Yeah.
Compensating for something?
Sounds lit.
Are you compensating for something?
Oh, no. No. But I'm also going to get one of those inflatable 27-foot for outdoor.
Oh,
That'd
yeah.
be
I
dope.
think those would be cool.
Yeah.
So, how did everybody feel about Godzilla vs. Kong? I guess we could give not a full-on review, but like kind of like a tiny review, a short synopsis, since we like to be prepared other than Rodney, but you know what? It's all good. We just, we write our shit out layer by layer. This is just kind of, just right after, which I've done before, but I've always done an article, so I've had time to like sit down and write my shit out thought by thought rather than writing it out scene by scene. So let's just do like a quick little synopsis. How did everybody feel about it?
It was. I don't know. So first of all, I'm terrible at recalling movies, even though we just saw it yesterday. Like I'm terrible at like
It's okay, I'm awful
remembering, like everything that happened. But it was between okay and good to me. That's kind of where I.
What did you think of the other ones?
Skull Island was my favorite,
It's a great movie.
That was great in IMAX as well.
and then like
I think that's my second favorite. I really do.
the first Godzilla again was okay good to me. I think I like
King of Monsters.
no, the one we just saw more than the first Godzilla.
Mm.
I don't know. I really like the fight scenes between
Dude, yes.
like those were epic.
That's the
but
thing about Godzilla versus Kong 100% delivered on the monster action.
Yes.
The Godzilla versus Kong fight,
On the-
both of them.
on the carrier or whatever.
Yeah.
That-
yeah,
the
that was
first
such
time
a
they
great
fight?
Yeah.
Well,
But
yeah.
I tell you, like, it was weird, like, throughout the movie, I'm like, I just feel like they made Kong and Godzilla feel so much smaller than what they've been shown to be in the previous films. So, like, there'd be scenes here and there where it's like, well, Jesus, he's fucking tiny. But then they have scenes where
Time
it's like
out.
he's massive.
I'm not saying anybody fucked up yet, but I'm just clarifying to make sure we're doing
spoilers.
no spoilers for right
Oh, I'm not
now.
spoiling
I'm not
nothing.
saying you spoil it, but then we'll
Never.
do some spoiler talk here in a second just to
Yeah.
kind of wrap it up. But yeah,
Spoiler free right now.
I'm just making sure, like, I could see Rodney like, oh, fuck, I forgot, because I almost forgot. And we got to get better at that kind of thing. 'Cause there's been times where I'm like, fuck, we probably should have said that, because I would have been pissed if I was a viewer. Not too bad.
Iron
but
Man returned and snapped both of them out of existence.
I was like, were we
was
talking
like,
about
yeah,
the
what
same movie? No. How's that for an end
No,
game?
so yeah, the
And then he
monster action
disappeared.
was incredible
Yes,
in it.
that
I
was
thought
epic.
it looked great, and they destroyed everything that they fought around or on. It was just incredible, honestly. Like, and Adam Wingard delivered.
the music or whatever when they're fighting that.
Yes,
I think that was
yes.
great.
Of course, the
the
characters
score,
in this was
again,
flat, but that's okay though because
Was it the best characters yet, though?
It was. I
It
think
might
it was.
be. It still isn't great characters. The whole joke. It was a mixed bag for a lot of them. Like, you had the mom and the daughter that like was deaf or whatever that could communicate with Kong, and I like them too.
I did like that a
love
lot.
their dynamic. They were probably the most out of every one of these, other than Bryan Cranston. I think Bryan Cranston was an amazing character in
Yeah.
the first one, but of course they chose to kill him off early. Spoiler alert for that, but that one's been out long. That one's been out long enough.
2014.
Yeah, but he's been the only character I've loved so far, and I could actually probably say like that little girl and the mom, I don't love's
I like
close,
the
but
little
I
girl.
liked them a lot. Like I thought they had a great dynamic, and then by the end of it, the guy character that that's kind of a spoiler.
That was helping them?
Yeah, that was helping them. I liked him by the end of the movie a lot.
See, I didn't like him until the end.
Yeah,
I was kind of not liking
It
him
took
the whole
a while.
time because for some reason I thought he was going to backstab them or something.
Really?
Throughout the movie.
I
Yeah,
didn't
the
think he was
build
gonna
up.
do that.
Yeah, we end up having some other shit like that, but we'll go into that in a second. And then I did, however, Millie Bobby Brown's character, she was all right. She's okay. She isn't Stranger Things good, but she's passable. The dude that's from, which I didn't even know he was in this movie somehow. He popped up and I was like, this fucking guy. That was my immediate reaction. You know what I'm talking
Who are you
about?
talking about?
The fucking kid that was with Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh,
the
yeah.
kid
I
from
liked him more than
Deadpool
Millie
2.
Bobby Brown.
Oh,
the kid from...
I don't like him.
Yeah, from the Christmas Chronicles. I can't stand that
He's
kid.
the reason I did not like Christmas Chronicles 2.
Yeah, see, I liked it. But yeah, I didn't like him in this at all. He just still...
I liked him more than Millie Bobby Brown. And I liked the...
I couldn't do
the dude that was hosting the podcast or whatever.
Yeah, the guy was hosting... That's he played... Mr. Blank on the Spot strikes again.
It's in Child's Play.
Yeah, he's in Child's Play. He's the detective or whatever that's helping out Andy in
Cocoa
Child's
Butter.
Play. He was definitely not as good as the original guy that played that character, Chris Sarandon. That's another topic. But him in this movie, at first I kind of liked him, but as it kept going on, I feel like he was like trying to force jokes too much. Like his jokes and playfulness, I guess, as the movie went on, felt a little more forced. And I don't know if it's that the jokes got worse. I think maybe it was more now we're in the midst of like the fucking action, the horror. We're supposed to be horrified that this shit's going down. I feel like your jokes should taper off when now they're picking up even stronger. Like it kind of killed the vibe for me a little bit. Whereas like the jokes earlier, it was like kind of like Calm Before the Storm. I found them at least moderately funny, but when the shit was hitting the fan, I wanted it to be a little more serious, and he still was joking around every 5 seconds, and it didn't work for me as well. And that's basically your two groupings of people, and you got a mixed bag on this side, and the other side, I kind of like this side, but it was weird, dude. It was like I liked them at different points of the movie, like those groupings of people. Sometimes this grouping of people didn't work for me. Sometimes this grouping of people didn't really work for me. But in the end, it's probably best characters we've got so far, I think. But it's still not
John
great.
Goodman is my favorite out of all of them.
And that's tough, dude, because Goodman and Skull Island...
Really corny, like cheesy as
he wasn't bad.
But I think he owned it, though, the way he took that role.
And you had Loki in there, too.
Yeah, well, I was okay with him.
He was cool.
You know who, actually, I take it back. John Goodman's my favorite, but the one that really caught my eye the most out of all these movies was
John C. Reilly.
The guy in Kong who was the soldier who got eaten randomly by that...
In the woods where he's sitting on the stump by himself?
Like the one that started the Dear Billy or Dear whatever it was.
Billy.
Dude. It was like, oh no, y'all killed him off. Like I wanted to see him go like badass mode. But
I think I like Bryan Cranston the best out of all these characters. I really did. The Bryan, like you go back and watch that movie, there was just something about him. It's like all these, even these great actors, when you'd watch them, you'd want to believe it, but there's something about it that in the back of your mind, like, let's just get to the action. Let's just get the action. Something about Bryan Cranston, he had that electrifying feel to where, like, I was drawn, like, to how he's like, I'm looking at these readings or whatever he was doing. He had me drawn in. Like, I could go on his journey before the shit hit the fan. And everybody else, there was at least moments in their dialogue or how they were where I felt like, man, like, can we just get back to the action? And I hate that. I really do. Fucking hate that it's got to be like that. And the fighting, of course, definitely delivered. We talked about that. Let's talk spoilers. Yeah,
so
I was gonna say, let's talk spoilers.
Spoilers coming.
Godzilla vs. Kong yet? You can go on and pause
Turn
it,
this
mute
shit
it,
off.
whatever, because we are about to go spoilers deep right now. Godzilla's king.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. But it makes sense, though. It makes sense. That fight between them two in Tokyo, they destroyed Tokyo. Like, there is no more Tokyo.
It was dope.
It was so crazy. But, like, dude, because they had, I'm pretty sure it was 3 rounds is what they had. The one on the boat.
Which Godzilla kicked his
ass. Yeah, Godzilla got him good on that. And then there was a fight. The first fight in Tokyo, King Kong whooped his ass like up and down like nothing. And then Godzilla just got furious. But he also has that atomic breath though. Yeah, so that helps him out a lot.
I'll say this, dude, about Godzilla. Nothing in that movie, I don't know why, it gets me more hyped than when Godzilla charges up to do his blast. When you see
that's
like
the sound effects they have.
That wah,
Yeah, it's so
and the
dope.
scales are like starting to glow closer to his mouth. And then you have the like even at the end, dude, when he was like about to go back into the ocean or whatever, I was like, give me one more. You're like, oh, I need it. But of course, we do have a third villain in this.
We do. Everybody knew. Most people.
And Mecha Godzilla,
which looked incredible.
Yeah, I thought he was great.
He looked amazing.
I thought it was amazing, and just watching basically two Godzillas duke it out. That
well,
was
his movements
sick.
were like they really well done. Like it wasn't robotic like his movements. Like Mechagodzilla was like a fluent moving.
Yeah, and I liked that.
Yeah,
I hated
it was
the
amazing.
robot look.
He dragged Godzilla, or was it Kong? He dragged Kong by the arm. No, that was.
I can't remember. Exactly.
Godzilla bit Kong's arm and dragged it out of the circle, like two or three circles. Yeah, but Mechagodzilla did like the same thing to Godzilla, but I'm pretty sure it was by the tail. He was like swinging him around in circles. And I'm just like,
she was
like a 400-foot tall beast that you were just.
And here's the thing too, like Kong losing, they did a great job of incorporating that third one in and making it feel like everybody won because Kong got to get up and be the one that destroyed Mechagodzilla. Look, and he was chopping off his limbs, dude.
That was sick.
But they needed each other in order to beat Mecha because they couldn't each do it on their own. Godzilla tried and King Kong tried.
And then Kong ripped the head off like he did the one creature before where he like drank the blood or whatever out of the head.
Yeah, that was
he did that to the Mecha.
When they go to Hollow Earth, man, that Hollow Earth scene is so amazing.
It was sick, dude.
It was really
so
good.
sick.
But yeah,
the thing about
when the moment happens where you find out who's more triumphant, Godzilla or Kong, that scene where Godzilla's over top of Kong, like he done scratched the shit out of his chest.
Oh my God! When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, dude, he's about to die."
That's what I was thinking.
I was like,
and then he like stepped on his chest and held Kong down, and then they just gave each other like this huge growl, and you could tell Kong like used everything he had to growl back.
Yeah,
at
like
him.
I wasn't bowing down.
Yeah,
dude, what if he would have though? Like, oh
man,
like
the
this
skull.
My mouth would have dropped because I was already back and forth that whole movie, dude. I'd sit back during the slow scenes, and then an action scene, I have to scoot up because I have to be in it.
My favorite part of the whole movie was watching Rodney react to the fight scene because he was like jumping in his seat like every time they would fight.
I wanted to like shout and be loud
so
too,
hyped for it.
Yeah, no, I was too. There's something about that IMAX.
Oh, wait till Mortal Kombat.
Watching it. Oh no, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like Sub-Zero. Get over here. So sorry, dude.
We would have to do the Mortal Kombat at the beginning of it.
Yeah, dude. What fucked me up, dude, is like I was like, how are they gonna end this? I feel like they can't just, like Godzilla gets up, Kong gets up, and they're like, all right, and walk away. It wouldn't feel right. So I'm like, what are they gonna do to end this? And I was like, they wouldn't do like, see you later, bro. Like do like a dap each other up. But was nobody else thinking this way? No. This is how I was thinking because I was like, how can they end this? Because they just helped each other out, and it's not going to be anticlimactic where Godzilla just slowly disappears and Kong walks the other way. They're like, yeah, we did it for the home team. Like, I was like, how's this going to work? And I was weirded out, and I honestly still can't even tell you exactly how they did it.
It's simple.
Godzilla kind of like looked back, and Kong kind of like stared at him, almost like a moment of like enjoying each other. But before that, I was like, dude, he's going to either have to just dip out. They've already screamed at each other.
So the way I took because they looked at each other, then Godzilla walked off. Yeah. It was, the way I took it was Kong was saying, I'm not backing down. If you want to fight again, let's go. But Godzilla was like, I already beat you. I'm the king. I can leave now. That's kind of how I perceived
the way I took it was Godzilla walked up and growled at King Kong. He growled at King Kong, like ready to go again. And King Kong growled right back at him, but King Kong didn't seem like he was ready to go again to me. So when he dropped his axe, that was him saying like, I'm done. Like you got this. Like let's go our separate ways. And then Godzilla said okay, pretty much, and turned around and walked away.
Yeah, see, and I got a completely different thing.
Axe down.
See, where I was already in the state of mind of them being like, they're kind of like cool now, even because like it's almost like you could feel the mutual respect there. To me.
I think absolutely.
Like, don't cross my path again. But we'll,
like it's kind of like even Godzilla helped him charge his fucking thing up.
Yeah.
Like that is a huge thing for. That was literally them doing teamwork. Godzilla was like, "Here, buddy, like let me help you with this," and it's almost like them coming together, right? And that was like, dude, they're gonna have to communicate or something in some way. Like and they can't just be like, "Hell
Sign
yeah,
language.
bro."
That's what that was at the end.
Yeah, but then I felt like it was one of those things like they're like both almost like when you're in a fight and you're like both huffing and puffing. You're like, all right, what do we? And then you kind of look at each other like, oh, are we good now? And it's kind of like, yeah, I think we're good. And they kind of like, you don't know if they're like hating each other. They just walk away. Kind of like there's a mutual respect there where they realize that. And also Kong's realizing too, because he's talking to the one little girl that he trusts the most. It's like Godzilla isn't the enemy. He isn't the enemy. So after they work together, Kong and Godzilla are probably both realizing. And even Kong in the beginning wasn't supposed to be Godzilla's enemy. It wasn't until they found out that they were cooking this shit up that they fought to begin with. It's almost like they were pitted against each other when they never should have fought. So like when they actually fought together, that was their moment of being like, okay, yeah, you good? Like, yeah, all right, we good then. And then they kind of just left it at that, like mutual respect. I don't look at it like if you step out of line, I'll fuck you up again. I look at it like we're good now. Like we're on the same page, and we know that now. That's kind of how I looked at it, and that's what I was worried about because I was like, how are they going to convey that message? But they did it subtly, and it worked. I enjoyed it.
You about to pull the movie up, Rodney?
Yeah, I'm going to pull that ending scene up.
Oh, really? Is that what's happening?
Well, I mean, we won't watch it on air, of course. We can't do that.
And if you're still around, if you're done talking about that, I don't know if anybody else has anything to add.
I mean, you can go ahead.
You're paying for something now? We didn't get to talk about the Spiral trailer, which we also saw during this. And I wanted to talk about this before, so hopefully you stuck around, or at least skipped over that part. Good luck. The Spiral trailer, Book of Saw. This is not I saw the trailer they had before, and I was like, yeah, iffy. But after this one, dude, I'm actually pretty damn hyped for this. Same. I think it looked great. It actually feels like the franchise is reborn. I'm into it, dude. And Chris Rock looks like he's actually... I mean, you can only go off the trailer, but when I was watching the trailer, I was like, how's Chris Rock going to look in this serious role? Like, I ain't seen Chris Rock in a serious role since fucking New Jack City, dude. Like, I'm like, is this going to go well? How's this going to be? And just from the clips, I didn't feel like, it's goofy Chris Rock. And maybe that could be because he's been out of the spotlight a little more. There's been a little time for it to simmer down. We're seeing a little bit older version of him. But I liked the way he looked in the trailer. Like, he looked like he was kind of carrying his own weight there.
Yeah, unpopular opinion, but I like all the Saw movies.
Really?
I think 1 through 3 are fantastic. And
like, I can watch all of them.
1, easily the best to me.
Yes.
2,
I love
solid 2. Sequel. 3 is one I didn't like as much when I was younger, but I've kind of came around to the craze on that one. 4th one, I used to like a lot more when I was younger and defended it. I don't like it as much now. It's okay. 5th one is a pile of shit. 6th one is underrated. The 7th one is crap. And then Jigsaw was crap.
Which one was Rita from Dexter in?
The 5th one. Okay, I hate that one. I can't stand it. 6 is actually, like, 4, you really don't even need to see it. It's average at best. You really just need to see the first 3. 5th one is trash. Then 7 and 8, I think, are trash. But the 6th one is actually not that bad, I think. I think like it's
Which
not,
one is the 6th one again?
Dude, I forget their fucking
they
names
all
and everything.
Together.
They mix together. The 6th one, remember where dude is... what's that dude's name? I'm not a big Saw fanatic, so I don't know. You remember the one with the merry-go-round where they get spun around? They got to take the shotgun shell to like the chest and shit?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, that one's got some good kills. It feels kind of fresh-ish and new-ish to me. And maybe it does, but for me, it doesn't feel like it's doing too much. The other ones felt like it was trying too hard after the 3rd one. Like, that's a big problem with Saw for me is, like, the fatigue. It's almost like it tries to be smarter than it really is. And then every movie they were forcing in some new elaborate, like, oh, check this out. This is about to be flat out amazing. Did that blow your mind? It stopped feeling fresh. And the sixth one, something about it, there was a freshness to it. It felt more like stripped and bare bones, which maybe the fifth one did that too in a way, but like I didn't enjoy the traps or the characters. It felt a little more empty to me. But yeah, I don't know. Saw 6 works for me for whatever reason. But that probably would be like my 4th favorite. Well, you really are looking this up.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about HBO Max. Oh, you're gonna pull up the very last scene
where they walk away? Is that what you're?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and you don't even see Godzilla go back into the ocean either. What in the world?
Yeah, see, they growl at each other.
Okay.
We gotta commentate on us watching the final scene.
Yeah, you can't let too much volume leak through.
It's gonna be the awkward 10 minutes of silence.
Oh,
Godzilla looks so weird right there.
That was Kong.
It's like that was the lady.
That's Godzilla.
Yeah, I really like the little girl.
Yeah, she was cool.
Oh, she was a great addition to this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's same thing as you. Like he was like okay character. He ended up being a good one. And that's what I was going to talk about is in the spoiler section is that the one girl, the one she from Baby Driver. What's her name? She ended up being.
Oh, that's where I know her from. Okay,
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Right. She was. It was bothering me.
The chick that like was like, no, I'm handling this.
The
she got
yeah,
the random antagonist of the film.
Yeah. Aide told me that she used to be like really like fat and out of shape.
Oh, she looks like she used to be a lot bigger.
Does she?
Yeah.
I don't see
I
that.
didn't- yeah, I
I
don't
just
see
think
that
she
at
looks
all.
fine.
You can tell like when they used to be like a lot bigger.
No, I can't.
Can you tell I used to be 300 pounds?
I can tell you used to be 500 pounds.
Damn.
Shit,
he is
he's good.
That's right.
Wow. That's
It's a
interesting.
skill, blessing, curse, both.
Yeah, because you do forget
Here we
what's
go.
even going
So-
on for a second, and then now we have our.
He's
Titans
getting up.
get
He's like, we go again, and he's ready to go. Look at him.
I don't think they're going again. They're both like kind of on the defense. Like,
Yeah, that's
what do
what
you
I'm
want to
saying.
do here?
Dude, the screams they have, man.
Kong doesn't even want to fight.
Yeah, he just got his ass kicked.
It's so weird seeing this just like again at home. Like I'm still not. This is the first time I've seen a movie at theaters, and the next day, like, oh, picture
In this
perfect
kind
quality.
of quality, yeah.
Isn't it strange?
And Kong's like,
This is
"Fuck it."
actually beautiful looking.
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
Go see this movie, guys.
Yeah, for real. It's really good. It's exactly what you'd expect from a
it really
Godzilla
is.
versus Kong movie.
Honestly, I think these movies more than any, it's like when I go see them, there's an element of like disappointment. But then after I think about it and let it marinate for a few days, I'm like, Jesus, though, dude, they pulled off some amazing shit. They really did. Yeah.
And it looks so good. Like, that much, like, visual effects, and for them
Is
to pull it off.
insane.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I'm curious to know how many visual effects were put into this movie. Because I know Zack Snyder, his Justice League cut that he released, had 2,600 added.
It's crazy how good this
CG
looks on
effects.
your little fucking.
Oh, this is,
iPad
yeah.
thing.
This is I'm pretty sure this is an OLED screen. Maybe not OLED. But
Honestly,
4K.
I might watch this again.
Oh, I'm going to watch it again.
The main reason why is I think Aide or my brother would probably want to see it.
This right hook, though.
Yeah, you're
right
right.
to the face.
Yeah, I got
But then
hyped
the
as
fucking
shit.
smack right
See,
back.
I would like to have one like wah 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 wah.
He got him in the
Godzilla
water,
burst,
though.
dude.
He's lucky. Because it's way out of Kong's environment.
yeah.
If they'd have gone to, like, the woods or something, the jungle, Kong would have had him beat so easy.
Yeah, I was wondering if Kong was gonna drown.
Anyway, so, yeah, we liked it. We thought...
We want to give like a.
You want to give a rating? I'll
Yeah.
give my rating. I got a
right,
good rating,
go.
a pretty great rating for it actually.
Yeah, I'll go on and smack my 8.5 on this because
Really?
the
Nice.
reason I give it an 8.5
I'm
is
not
because
against it.
I went into this movie hoping for monster action to like top tier monster action, and I knew
You got it.
I knew the the characters were going to be weak. Like, I already knew this. So going into this movie, I got exactly what I wanted. You see my reactions to it. Like, I was very happy with this movie. So I'll give it an 8.5.
Yeah, I already did this. I kind of like fit it into where I have it amongst my movies of the year. I gave it an 8.3.
Oh, yeah. It's
currently sitting in my third favorite movie of the year so far. It's early, but yeah.
Well, I've got it at a 7.5.
That's still high, though. That's still really good.
I really like the movie. I'll definitely watch it again.
Hell yeah.
Just for the 3 fight scenes, like alone, it's worth to watch them.
Yeah, you got the other shit.
Yeah, good movie. Go see it. We don't have Tyler here to plug it. You know how to plug everything?
Yeah, I know how to plug it. All right, guys.
Follow us on everything.
Go follow us on official Box Office Banner. That is for Spotify. That is also for our Instagram. And follow us at just Box Office Banner on YouTube. And then, of course, follow us on the Project Louder page on Facebook. And also follow us on projectlouder.net, where we have all Project Louder shit. I mean, come on, you got merch, you got a bunch of podcasts, a chart, you got a little bit of everything. Join our Facebook group, Box Office Banner Movies, where we do top 5 Thursdays, and everything you can fucking think of, including this video, will go up there. And you won't just get updates about us, you'll also get a bunch of movie talk that is just flat out amazing. We're trying to make a movement here, people. Please join it if you will. I don't want to beg, but damn. Please? Nah, I'm just playing. Yeah. Who?
Culver's.
Did they sponsor us? Did that work out? They didn't sponsor us.
Go watch our Rambo review. What are we up to view-wise?
Yeah, that's the weird one, dude. We mainly get a lot of our traction from Facebook, but for whatever reason on YouTube, we're slowly but surely growing. It's hard to kind of break into YouTube, but our Rambo review's at 5.2 thousand views right now, I believe.
Go click on that video.
I don't know. Yeah.
5,000?
Yeah.
Look at Rodney pop up.
Yeah, it's 5.
When's the last time you checked it, Rodney? Like 1,000?
I think 18.
I'll check it. 18,000?
No.
1,800?
We were excited about 2,000.
No, I'll tell you. I'll give you the honest stats right now, dude.
Yeah, you can probably pull it up quicker. You're logged in, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not good at this kind of thing. Well, we got 2 new notifications here as we speak. Don't do that, sir. You wouldn't do that, would you? All right.
What's it up to?
Let's see what we got here. Rambo is at 5.6 thousand views.
In a month.
Almost halfway to 6,000.
We have a fair share of criticism, it looks like. We have no comments. We have 6 dislikes. And we have 14 likes.
That's over double.
But you want to know what? It's over double, and you know there's at least a few people that looked at our channel and were like, they don't even have a lot of views and everything. Oh, fuck these guys, because everybody's haters. I like it.
Go watch the video. Click that stop
honestly,
button, Rodney. Hurry.
Yeah, I think we've got
Peace.
quite a
We
few
love
more